Alright. Let's get this wipe started. Got a nice feeling about this one, guys. I'm thinking the desert. I just want to chill. Let's go. And so I made my way to the desert. The server was populated but settled. I had high hopes this wipe. If I could get my hands on something nice and cozy, I could turn this wipe into one I would never forget. And as the sun rose from the horizon, I glanced over the distant islands with a dream. Ooh, hello. I'll take that. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I truly appreciate the support. I didn't plan on grabbing anything, but got a tier 1 basically right here, and a combat knife. Looking good so far. I'm gonna hit this gas station. Let's test our luck. I didn't have a base yet. With my nerves on edge, I decided to stash away the most important items, with the intentions of coming back at a later time. To my surprise, the only desert island on the map was right in front of me, so I crossed over. Hello, horsey. By yourself over here on this island. I'm taking you. Beautiful. This is nice. The whole island, huh? Okay, well, let's begin. Since I was here alone, I was determined to make this island my home. A beautiful river cut right through the middle of the island, spawning an endless supply of pumpkins and corn. My new companion and I would never have to feel the aches of starvation. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just start building right here. I'm gonna give myself some room so I can expand. And so I began building. I built a base at the tip of the river with the intentions of seeing the water rush down away from me every time I opened my doors. Okay, so I got the base set up, which is nice, but what I need to do is grab the stuff that's in the stash. Alright, let's hope for the best. Just to stay safe, I'm gonna follow the shore here, all the way over. This is a nice chunk of scrap. I'll be able to put a tier 1 down, research the pickaxe and the hatchet, and that'll be nice. Hopefully more nodes spawn on this island, because it's already kind of rare to get some stone over there. But once I get a furnace down, I'll be able to get a bunch of metal cooking, so that'll be good. It'll be so nice living right there, right on the edge of the river. I'm excited. Let's do it. And after successfully making it back to the island, I crafted a tier 1 workbench and researched some items. As you could imagine, I was remote, but I was not far from danger. Shots fired from a distance let me know that the enemies were closer than I thought, but as a solo, not looking for trouble, I decided to work harder to make my footprint on the island before anyone else would. Okay, I want to get the hatchet, but I'm a little bit off on the scrap. I'm gonna try out this little maze thing right here. I wonder if I can get some scrap this way. Let's see. What was that? Got myself a little scrap. That might be enough. Let's see. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna go out to the water. We're gonna do a little farming out there. So let's do it. Come on, RC. Let's go. Wait a minute. We got a boat over here. I'm gonna grab a little bit of low grade and I'm gonna bring that boat in through the river. Hopefully that works. I'm gonna take all of that. I was hoping to use the river as a driveway to my base so that I wouldn't have to travel too far after farming the water. So I grabbed some low grade and I went to try it out. I did a bit of farming so I wouldn't come back home empty-handed. What? Let's go, dude. Let's go. That's great. Okay, so I gotta go back like soon. I don't want to die with this. The river that led up to my base had a bit of an issue. There was one spot near the opening where the land was too high, so my boat would consistently get stuck. Now, to me, that wasn't comfortable, so I wouldn't be relying on the river as access for my boat, but I was still content because if I didn't go farming, I wouldn't have found the jackhammer, and this jackhammer would change the whole wipe. I don't have a lot of stone, but I'm just gonna use what I can, at least get the roof access, and I'll be good from there. Now that I had some stone, I began expanding the base. I used my favorite base design, but instead I built it backwards so that everything I built would expand into the land rather than into the river. And as you'll see, it works out just right. Sorry, buddy. I wasn't expecting to find this. If I had met you at least once, I would have left this loot for you. So instead, I put it to good use. Wait, is this armor? After finding that random loot, I stumbled upon a car that was fully armored, but I was in a weird position because I built on an island. And if you think about it practically, I should just avoid the car this wipe, but no. It was gonna sound crazy, but I had a plan. I was planning to bring the car onto the island. I began building a bridge that would connect the island to the mainland. This was no easy task, but I was up for the challenge. Alright, got that tier 2, which is nice because I don't want to have a bunch of extra scrap laying around. And now I can just start researching a bunch of things on these 2 workbenches, which is awesome. Really, my goal now is to get the lift, because once I get the car set up and ready, I could take it to Outpost and we'll be good. Get a bunch of scrap that way. I'm gonna go ahead and store away the car and the horse temporarily because I'm getting exhausted. I really just want to make sure nobody takes the car or the horse. Now, since this is temporary, I'm gonna end up turning this little storage area that I'm gonna build into a stable for the horse. I'll put it over here for now, give the horse a little bit of privacy. So much time had passed and I was growing very tired. I wanted to secure my horse and the car, so I decided to build a 2x2, and that's what I did. As long as I fixed up the car and had enough food for the horse, I could give myself enough time to upgrade the base in order to house the car in a connecting garage. At that point, I would give this 2x2 to my horse. Okay, I'm gonna do a bit of farming. First, I'm gonna run around, see if I can get some animals. I need the low grade. Then I'll hit the nodes. Being a solo has its positives and its negatives. The lack of conflicting opinions makes playing the game so much easier, but the added workload that a solo must take to accommodate for fewer hands makes being a solo quite a bit of work. Farming is a huge part, and I noticed that I tend to spend a lot of time doing it. Luckily, it's something that I enjoy. Being on the island made me feel like I was so far away from everyone else. A feeling that I loved. Being able to grab a boat and farm the ocean so close to home was a really nice feeling. But sometimes it was nice to spawn on the mainland and farm a road all the way up to mining outpost. I noticed most of my scrap would develop this way. Alright, perfect. Got the scrap. Let me research this lift. Nice. Now that I had enough scrap, I researched the lift and began building the layout for the garage. I didn't have much stone, but so far in the wipe, I had not been interrupted by any visitors, so I decided maybe I'll keep it wood until I could immediately upgrade to metal. Okay, I'm gonna go just for straight wood at the moment. I'm really low on stone. Luckily, batteries and rust come with some juice, so I was able to get a key for my car. This is all I would need in order to take my armored car to Outpost. Later, I'll hook up a proper electric system, but for now, I needed to get the work done, so I started loading up the car with everything I was going to recycle. Alright, let's go. Outpost, here we come. And there I was, a solo on an island with a car. Most would see it as impossible, but me, I made it happen. And just as quickly as I arrived, I had left, my car completely loaded with wood, scrap, and resources. I have to say, having a car as a solo is a must. Finally, I had a large furnace, so I began expanding in order to house my new large furnace. The layout of the floor was different than what I'm used to, so this time around, building this base required a lot of improv building, and as you guys know, I'm a fan. Nice, I like it. My new large furnace was pumping out a ton of metal, so I started upgrading everything that was wood directly to metal. I'm gonna use this stone to add a layer of honeycomb. That'll be good. After connecting the base to the garage and to the large furnace room, I felt secure inside of my base, and so I began upgrading everything to metal. This process required a lot of patience while the metal ore was smelting, but the result was perfect. So far, the wipe was going incredibly smooth. I wasn't being bothered by anyone. I was able to just farm nodes and upgrade my base and farm scrap and research what I wanted. I was able to bring a car onto the island and build a nice home for a horse. Now, this is only part 1. We've only grazed the surface. In part 2, we take everything to the next level. See you then. You've been watching an Orange Dream production.